What if I tell you that board has already given you the clue that how your question paper will be, and this is in the form of PYQs. I bet you student there are most of the students preparing for class 10 without solving the PYQs, and here is the biggest mistake you are already doing in your class 10 preparation. You know that what is the difference between those 90% and 10% student? That those 90% students just solve the PYQs and the remaining 10% are the one who are actually analyzing them. For you student, let us analyze the PYQs of SST question paper from the last 5-year question paper. Welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu, and I am your SST faculty Tanvi Ma'am. Today's session is going to be very helpful and important in terms of our board examination. As the video titled Power Package of PYQs, you know what does it means? It means that how packageful, how powerful the PYQs are, because in SST beta, in SST it is very obvious that the question come directly from NCERT. No numericals with a change in number, no maths question with the change in number. However, straightforward from NCERT. Even there are a lot of times when the same line exactly is printed into the question paper and sometimes you miss it. Why? Because you have not practiced the previous year question paper. But when you will analyze and see the pattern, the pattern is already declared to you, disclosed to you by the previous year question paper, that how your 2027 board exams will be. So I have done something for you, and without wasting much of your time, let's discuss about why previous year question matters. Beta, if you are not solving PYQs, please listen. Please listen that it basically decodes the exam paper. It explains us that how your paper will be. See, we already know that there are a lot of MCQs coming in exam, very short answer questions coming in exam, short answers, long answers. But do you know the frequency from which chapter it has been asked the most? Do you know the frequency how MCQs are asked on, from which particular section it is asked the most? No, because you have not analyzed the question paper. Every time you sit in the question exam, or it may be half yearly, you will sit in near future, maybe any of the PA1, PA2, there are small mistakes which you consider as what? They are little mistakes. We will not be making it in the final exams. But those mistakes are happening because you have not analyzed the PYQ, the previous year questions. Right? The format of MCQs, the format of 2-marker question. If you want to decode how the question is going to come in your board examination, start solving the PYQs. The second reason is because you have to spot the repeated concept. By whenever you are analyzing that 5-year PYQ question paper, right, how many number of times this question has been come. Like for example, when you will see the last year paper, there is a 5-marker question, trace the process of unification of Germany. You know that since last 5 years it has been asked number of times. Write it that it has been asked this many number of times, and hence it is important. In a similar way, you can analyze MCQs too, and lot more thing, majorly map work also. Okay? So spot that number of times it has been repeated, because the same concept just by changing the format comes again and again in your SST exam. Right? The next thing is to prioritize high weightage concept, beta. Everything in SST is not important. Right? No one is going to ask you again and again about the painting of Frederick Sorrow, but yes about the Balkan crisis. No one is going to ask you some basic thing which is given in the book, but yes about the important thing like agriculture and crops. Getting my point? So you have to analyze those high weightage concepts so that before the exam we will just revise them. It shows exactly which chapter CBSE favors, so study time goes where the marks go. You won't be wasting your time reading the chapter making of global world completely when you know that. When you know that most of the question will come from rise of nationalism in Europe as well as from India. Getting my point? And how you will know that? Only by analyzing the PYQs. It basically builds speed and time management also. Let me tell you, give yourself a target. We are in the month of August right now. Give yourself the target that before half-yearly examination, every Sunday I will write a PYQ. Now something is in your mind, ma'am, PYQ is based upon complete syllabus and I don't know it. It's okay. It's okay if you don't know it. Write the answers which are coming in your half yearly examination according to that syllabus. But at least start writing. It will build up the speed, accuracy, as well as give you the proper analysis of how much time is required to write in the final examination. And that is the major problem students are facing. Beta, before December, we have to solve all the previous year questions that came in last 5 to 7 years. This is the task we have to complete. It gives us a clear insight that where we stand, because you are doing self-assessment by this. You are figuring out that by which area I am not performing well. And sometimes, and a lot of times, it boosts confidence too. Beta, this is how the paper matters. Now, SST paper which comes for 20 marks, according to PYQ, what we analyzed is, not what we analyzed, it is very obvious that 20 marks come from history. Here 2 marks are dedicated to map work, 18 for the theoretic portion. In those 18 also, beta, 2 chapters of high weightage, Europe and India. Then we come to geography, 17 plus 3 map work, agriculture, water resource, manufacturing industry, high weightage chapters in geography. Political science, complete 20 to theory. Complete 20 to what? Theory. Here you have the highest weightage topics like political parties, gender, religion and caste. 5 mark obvious question comes from there. Federalism, a very, very important chapter. And then to economics, that is 20 marks by 2 chapters that can save your economics marks is money and credit sectors of Indian economy. That's it. And how do we know that? Because we analyze the 5-year question paper, which tells us the format that there will be 20 MCQs, each standing for 1 mark, inclusive of the questions, assertion and reason format. Right? You know that the next one is very short answer for 2 marks. How many will come in your exam? 4 will come in your exam. Then we have beta 5 short answers and each carry 3 marks, 4 long answers for 5 marks, 3 case-based question, map work question. When you know that by this much I have to write, your time, your management, your speed, your accuracy will increase day by day when you are performing, keeping those things in mind, keeping these pointers in mind. Let's analyze one by one section wise. What is the scenario? Beta, when we talk about history, we are aware about that we have 4 chapters: India, Europe, making of global world, print and culture. See this analysis of last 5 years, right? Majority of times 7 marks come from this chapter, that is rise of nationalism in India. So the highest weighted chapter in history is India wala, because 2 marks come from its map work. And you know that securing that 2 marks is quite easy, because there are some locations which you have to mug up precisely. Then we have the next high weighted chapter, that is Europe. 6 marker question comes for obvious. C. 5 marker long answer question and 1 MCQ. Just stamp this. Next is about making of global world. Beta, 4 marks it carries. 2 marker question will come, define Silk Route, and 2 MCQs will come. When I talk about print culture and the modern world, it majorly carries 3 marks. A 3 marker will question come. Okay? When we see that beta nationalism in India, the high weightage topics are non-cooperation and civil disobedience movement, asked every single year. Map work comes from this chapter, we are aware. Rise of nationalism in Europe, unification of Italy, Germany, Frankfurt Parliament, Balkan crisis, Britain wala issue are the major questions, and in MCQs the picture based question comes from this topic for sure, chapter for sure. Then we have global world. By here something wrong is written, let me tell you. Silk Route, disease wala portion, there are 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 topic that is going to come in your exam. The rest is for internal assessment, you are aware. Print culture is a long chapter, but we are sure about which topics will come. How? By analyzing the previous year question. Age of industrialization, not to study, don't waste your time, because it is merely for internal assessment. Moving towards the next one, that is geography. Right? See, geography, the high weightage chapter is manufacturing industries. But here 4 marks are written, but according to my knowledge, lot of time 5 marker question came here. Like, write the importance of manufacturing. Getting my point? The same weighted chapter is mineral and energy resource. We have agriculture, then 3 marker question for sure. It will ask you about the properties of a crop, right? Or a season. Then we have resource and development for 3 marks. ठीक है? Water resource for 2 marks. Water resource is of a high weighted chapter also. It is not for 2 marks. It can be more. Sometimes can be less sometimes, because there was a time when for lot of years 2 marker question came, like what is water scarcity, write about bamboo drip irrigation system in Meghalaya. But I have seen question coming from this topic for 5 marks also. The next, the less weighted chapters are forest and wildlife, and then we have lifelines of national economy, which carries marks from the map work wala portion. ठीक है? And here is the analysis. Manufacturing industry 5-6 marks in most years, like importance of manufacturing in industrial pollution so far. Then when I talk about mineral and energy, by the weightage is very much given to theory. ठीक है? Difference between conventional and non-conventional resources. Majority times 5 mark question asked in exam. ठीक है? Agriculture, rabi, kharif, food security. By analyze the question paper, start doing it. It will help you a lot. Moving to political science, that is civics. Power sharing. 5 marker question. What are the different forms of power sharing in modern democracy? Take out the paper and see how many times this question has been repeated. Then I talk about political parties. For sure a question will be there. What are the reforms? What are the challenges in front of political parties? What are the functions of the political party? 5 marks, stamp it. Right? Federalism 4, MCQ will also be there. Gender, religion and caste is of also a good high weighted chapter. And then outcomes of democracy. When I talk to economics, beta, talk about economics, sectors of Indian economy is a very high weighted chapter. Some around 6 to 7 marks stands from this chapter. The next one is money and credit. As I told you in the starting, 2 chapters can decide your economics marks, and that is sectors as well as money and credit wala part. ठीक है? Then we have development, quite easy chapter. Then we have globalization in the Indian economy. By only one topic is going to come. You know, one suggestion I give to all the students watching me right now, or every student who is being the part of my teaching, that first of all, make your easy thing so much perfect. Like when I talk about history, geography, civics, economics, I always suggest students to pick up the economics and just do it in a way that you need not to pick it up again. Why? Because when you complete economics na, one confidence come into your mind that bhai, my 25 marks are secured. No one is going to take it. Now the ladai, now the rest is what? For the remaining marks. Getting my point? So it is, yes, equal weightage in comparison to history, geography, political science, but the easiest part. Why not to secure the easy marks first? It boosts confidence when you write in exam. It boosts confidence when you get full marks in exam, so that now you prepare well in other parts also. Okay? So this is the suggestion from my side. How to use this PYQ package is one of the most important thing, beta. The first thing is finish the chapter first. Yes. Right? I do not mean by this that finished all the chapters first. No. Finish the chapter first. Like for example, you are done with the chapter power sharing. Beta, now solve the previous year question that came from this chapter. Right? By previous year question, right now I mean last to 5 year question papers only. Then go and check the marking scheme, compare every answer with CBSE official marking scheme, and then note that how is your performance. So beta, that marking scheme is given in the CBSE website only. See that what is being asked and required by CBSE and what am I writing? Am I writing according to that or not? And if not, figure out that how to write the answers. ठीक है? And revise the hotspots. Give 60% of revision time to the high weighted chapter you flagged, to the high weightage topics you flagged after doing this PYQ analysis. You know that it is oftenly being said that practice the past and ace the present. Okay, you're not alone in this journey. We are together with you, and we are Diksha Vedanto CBSE English. We teach you class 9th and class 10 totally in English. My dear students, if you guys are facing any issue in your class 10 preparation, I am just a comment away. Please pin the comment. I will be the one replying you. Meet you soon in the next video for more such interesting topics, and do not forget to watch the one shots which have been uploaded on the channel. A separate playlist is being made on the same channel for you. Bye bye, take care, meet you soon in the next video.